Hi guys, and welcome to the Rocket League Replays YouTube channel. Today we want to present a video replay of the match between Spacestation Gaming and Team BDS during the Esports World Cup 2024. Don't forget to subscribe and put a like. Enjoy.
Got the AC blaring, but things are about to heat up. Spacestation Gaming going up against Team BDS in this best of 7 to determine who will be playing tomorrow in the top 4.
In Chicago, probably my biggest question mark here on Spacestation. I'm always continually impressed by LJ's performance. I've been big on Hoxer coming into the tournament. I want to see Chicago have a good showing. I want to feel good about Spacestation's chances here and going forward.
Early on, Spacestation having a little bit of possession. Drawley, he maybe gets a light touch, but no one was there to punch that one in. LJ boosted up. Pass across into open space. Drawley there first, will pinch it downfield.
Little return fire from Hoxer as well. Both teams definitely settling in. Chicago, nice drop pass to LJ and a nasty attempt. Throw the changeup at him early, and BDS just gets a hold of it.
And a little fortunate for Spacestation there that 2 went, because that little touch was lovely had a teammate been there for the double tap. But now the push forward from Chicago. Team BDS overextended, and they left Exotic back alone.
And Exotic was trying to figure out, hey, do I have to actually defend this passing lane out to LJ? Do I have to turn and cut on Chicago?
Do I have to dodge the bump? Because LJ's zooming in, swinging in, trying to take him out. That is not the situation you want to put your teammate in. A 2v1 situation, more often than not, especially against a good team, will get you scored on. But now the response, potentially, that went off the post and out. Spacestation on the counterattack. Bounce shot towards net, easily saved. LJ with the boost steal. Chicago landing on the wall, keeping the ball in the zone. Passing off the backboard, LJ gets a piece of it. Demo on the goal line as well. Hoxer couldn't get the block, but still, the pressure is mounting, and it goes in. 0 boost situation. That was all the defense Team BDS could muster.
Boldness from Chicago. Sees 3 people lined up on the net and says, yeah, I'm going to take my chance here. Goes right at the defense, gets them to jump. They own goal it.
Well, what are you thinking with this start from Spacestation, Achieves?
It's definitely a good start. It's a long way to go. 3.5. I usually feel about 1 minute's pretty good benchmark per goal, so Drawley has shown that they've been getting pretty close to finding a way back in, but Chicago's going to keep drilling it.
Oh, that goes in. There was 2 defenders. Exotic full boost. Monkey Moon's going up on the wall. Monkey Moon didn't have boost to get there. If he had even a pad, he would have been able to get to that ball. That is heartbreaking for Team BDS, but for Spacestation, they might already be driving victory laps with how this game has started out.
Yeah, you need one back quick here if you're BDS. I mean, Drawley's been close on a couple times. The 4th man, the bar, and the Ironside's doing the work for SSG in some big moments. But the game continues, and right now, Chicago looking good, keeping it tight, taking great 50s. Hoxer just keeping the defenses honest with strong approaches on the ball on net. It's making it tough for BDS to feel comfortable taking a few risks.
See Chicago chasing down Monkey Moon. Hoxer tries to 50 it, but Monkey Moon played that very well. Another good 50 for Monkey Moon, buying so much time for his teammates to get into position. Exotic with a hand up at the midfield, but Drawley gets beat. Ball over to Hoxer. Hoxer into a reset. Gets a bump on Monkey Moon. Ball is loose in front of net. Chicago with a rebound. LJ pops it up high. Drawley has to use up all his boost to make the play on that ball.
Oh,
but that shot quickly is going to be off target. Rebound will go in. That shot had so much power on it that it threw Spacestation off.
Yeah, Hoxer, I think, chickened out there a little bit in the midfield, got scared, maybe blindsided, didn't notice Monkey Moon there as he was watching that 50 up above between Chicago and BDS. Tried to turn back towards net, definitely gave it up. Had a second look at it, but BDS fight back, and actually they keep themselves on pace here to stay in the game. So it's not been pretty, but at least the engine started.
How much gas is in the tank, though? Team BDS also running out of runway. Drawley. Pass into the middle. Hoxer pops up. LJ needs help from Chicago. LJ, not a ton of boost. Enough, though, to perhaps dribble it out. Hoxer will have to help out. Good fake there from Hoxer. Not panicking in the moment. That let him get that ball out.
You take what you can get. LJ still locked down in the midfield, wasting as much time as they can. Spacestation definitely has the added benefit of they know BDS will have to defend the net with any shots, and that will create extra lanes for them to move the ball through.
Hoxer hitting that ball to space. Drully, big boom downfield to Monkey Moon. Monkey Moon gets the bounce off the backboard and he floats into the ball to mess up his teammate's shot.
Don't think he even expected Spacestation even to miss, but BDS definitely going to start pressing hard. Beauty of the pass. Hoxer just gets the roof on it, skids it out to the corner, and Spacestation definitely getting pushed back heavily here.
Despite the good start from Spacestation, Team BDS started to answer back with pressure of their own. Monkey Moon, 50, down to the corner. Another press from Drully. Exotic demoed after stealing the corner. Monkey Moon full tank, but a good challenge from Chicago. However, it's right to a respawn. Exotic flip reset. Did he get it?
Oh,
Not
nice
quite
pass.
sure. Infield pass. Nicely played by LJ, who saved his jump to wave dash back into the ball to get it out of the zone.
Great understanding from LJ which way the play is developing. Only 15 seconds, and BDS needs something right about now. And look at Spacestation. They just stack the net. You don't get anything. We're moving on to game 2. Start off with a strong win. Took the lead early. And how different the game could have been if that one shot from Drully had just snuck into the net.
And, you know, here we go. Game 2, best of 7. Let's get into it.
Ooh, a slightly delayed kickoff from Spacestation Gaming, and Monkey Moon pounces all over it and smashes it wide.
That's tough. That's a lean back in your chair moment right there. But they get it right back, and it's Monkey Moon who scores it. So it forgets that earlier chance altogether, celebrates this one just 16 seconds in.
Wow, the physicality from BDS on that goal. They take the 50 at 0 boost, bump the first challenger so they give a little bit extra room. Monkey Moon has his space created with a bump as well, and BDS rally off a really nice bump play. We have a pause here. Could be some issues that they will get sorted in present order. The real question is, does the goal stand? I mean, I have to imagine it was. It looked pretty legit.
The goal.
It did look pretty legit to me.
And so we'll try to see, get any intel here. I did see Cassio talking to somebody, but maybe talking to his team, the coach of BDS. Cassio, former player himself.
And I will say, these moments in my very brief tenure as coach, I hated technical pause. Oh my goodness gracious me, it's the worst thing. You get so locked in, you play a tough game 1, you get dialed in, you start winning, and then you just have to stop everything right after you score a goal.
It's because, you know, when you, I'm sure it's like any kind of performance, but when you are feeling nervous, the best way to relieve that anxiety is to get into the action. Just get in there and play and perform. So it looks like we're going to get right back into the action. The goal stands, and we'll be going from kickoff.
Best case for BDS to just get right back into the mix, keep running hot, and they pick up right where they left off as well, pressuring that Spacestation net.
Spacestation, miscommunication there. LJ has to dive for that ball on low boost. Contested off the ceiling. Drully, an opportunity here. LJ also got bumped by Monkey Moon. Just staying behind it. Sets it up on a tee for Exotic, who knocks it down.
Now, they knew they couldn't force this one here, but Spacestation, look at that, zeros across the board on the boost tank.
And you got Monkey Moon like a pit bull all over LJ, not letting go.
Great show.
And I'm telling you, Achieves, that the end of game 1, Team BDS was looking good, but this one quickly off kickoff. LJ slamming it. A perfect back right through the smoke screen. Gets the ball up high. Beautifully done.
The smoke screen makes the difference, too, for Exotic. He's that deep third man that can cover it. And, yeah, you know LJ's back there, but you don't know how hard he's going to commit to it. Smokescreen pays a big dividend there, and Exotic, as you saw, as he tried to jump for it, had no idea where it was.
You've got to wait to jump, or, you know, calculate that You know, because if LJ just shoots it low right through the smoke or something and you jump, then you're toast.
Then you look even worse.
Yeah, it looks silly. So LJ not only getting it up high, but with so much power that Exotic didn't have time to react. Wonderfully done. You don't see the back rights work out too often. It's tough to convert on those. It really isn't at this level. So well done.
You see the opportunity, you got to take it. And right now, if you're BDS, you say, okay, fine, you can have your one cheesy kickoff smoke screen goal, whatever. Now we want to go right back onto the attack. I want to see somebody on BDS trap the ball, force snare dribble, take a 50, make Space Station work for it a little bit here.
Monkey Moon has been that front man so far, getting aggressive, landing some bumps for his team. Exotic will lob that in for Drawley. Exotic snagging that corner. Hoxer will turn at the midfield, leaving Chicago out of position. LJ has to boost back. Tries to slow things down with a no-flip 50. But this is looking rough for Space Station. Monkey Moon pass out into the middle. LJ there just in time. And Chicago will have a flip reset. Weak shot. Rebound out to LJ though. LJ going for the double. Can't get around. It did go for the bump. But Hoxer not in position to shoot. LJ, what an effort.
What an effort is right. And look at Space Station continue to keep this one in, going for extra chances, getting boost steals, securing midfield line. They're trying to squeeze BDS out as this one's poked high.
Good low boost save from Exotic, but he'll need to find some pads. Monkey Moon also running on fumes. Drawley only one with boost right now. Both of Monkey Moon and Exotic getting boosted up now. And now the net's wide open. And that's going to be a free goal for Team BDS.
I think someone got a bite taken out of him here at the midfield line. Yeah, Chicago by Monkey Moon. Just completely blindsided.
And we're starting to see Monkey Moon ratchet that up. He was the one on the back wall, like a pit bull on LJ. Yep. He's looking for these bumps from behind. And he's looking to be that front runner that's a nuisance. And it is working for Team BDS.
Good approach to take, to be honest, if you're BDS. You know, you sat there in game one and think, man, we couldn't really shake Space Station off the scent. Fine, go hit him. That's one of the best ways to do it.
And those hits have landed squarely on the jaw of Space Station Gaming in game two. Time running out for SSG. Ball pinched all the way back down. Hoxer misses, but gets some support from LJ. LJ hit into the middle, will have to 50 that to safety, but does so.
Very confident. He says, hey, I know you need the boost in the corner. Let me take the no boost 50, and now I'm going to just keep pressing out of the midfield. Space Station not afraid to try and slow it down, take a tough 50. They're confident in their approach. Pass into the middle, deflected. Now you got to be careful if you're on that midfield line for Space Station. Keep that third eye open. Don't get poked out.
And Monkey Moon keeping Hoxer guessing. Space Station sputtering out a bit in game two. A much different Team BDS. We saw glimpses of it near the end of game one and game two. From beginning to end, or at least from beginning to the final minute, they have been looking in control.
BDS doing a great job really trying to manipulate the timing of these challenges. Stopping, stuttering, slowing it down right before they hit the ball, and finally they catch Space Station jumping with limited boost. They come up empty. They toss a floater up there that they know they can't reach. And Chicago, no other choice, or at least felt like it, decided to take a chance, and that'll put game two definitely out of range.
Big game from Monkey Moon as well. You had mentioned that Chicago and Monkey Moon was the matchup that you had your eye on. Well, in game two, Monkey Moon really left his mark. Amazing. Even that back pass there to Drawley, but the aggression, the physicality from Monkey Moon, and this is going to be another goal. A beat down in game two by Team BDS. Space Station now will have to go back to the drawing board.
Yeah, just take the risk there in the midfield. What have you got to lose? You're already down 3. Who cares if you go down 4 with 30 if you're going to try and get back in?
Pride, I guess. That's all you got to lose.
No pride lost. Fine, take it. We'll play the 5-game set now. But BDS, an excellent game two, and the big difference, certainly the physicality. And you're right, Monkey Moon definitely at the forefront of that push here in game two. If you're Space Station, you definitely had a couple good looks on net here, but you do have to give credit. The BDS, comfortable, locked it down, said, hey, we're not worried about, only having 2v3 for a moment. We'll send somebody to go fight for boost, poke you out of position. And even with Spacestation having a pretty firm grasp on the boost throughout this one, they could never actually find a way to get the ball into a shoot. Yes, did just that in game 2.
And it was a hard game for Spacestation to get through. Kickoff strategy right to Hoxer. Fake kickoff does lead to a shot, and it's a conversion.
Hello.
Sad Jr. making the big bucks from that written up play.
Yeah, Chicago, beautiful kickoff, drawn right to him, and a perfectly executed shot from the sidewall, pretty much all the way to the back post. And BDS, got to tip your cap. Nice shot, buddy.
It worked out. I mean, they had the back right kickoff conversion, and now the fake right to Hoxer. That was beautifully done. And what a way to set the tone after a game like Spacestation had in game 2, where they got beat down.
I love it. There goes Drolly. You see him stall that ball out in the midfield. You know, it costs him all of his boost, right? But at the same time, he sits right behind the ball, and everyone on Spacestation has to look at it and try and figure out what's about to happen. It's just a screen to let BDS come forward and start the attack, pass across, and it's going to be kicked well wide of the net. BDS, though, continuing to make life difficult here on the Spacestation backline with Exotic poking holes.
Trolley looking to get a 50. LJ over Exotic, and that faked out Monkey Moon. LJ, beautiful 50s from LJ. Being able to get the no-flip 50 into a wave dash to stay on the ball. LJ mechanically an inspiring player. Oh, hold on, Monkey Moon. The touchdown, Chicago guessed right.
What a try, though, from Monkey Moon there. An excellent guess from Chicago. Could have done a lot. And I'd like to see Spacestation, you know, if you're in that midfield line trying to fight for possession on defense, I don't want to see them rotate back to net. I want to see them get their eyes back into the middle, try and take away the help from BDS and find that demo just like that. Now it's going to force Exotic here to hold the ball for a lot longer.
Trolley looking for Exotic, and they break through finally. The cross-field pass, a low boost pop up from Chicago, proving to be the end of Spacestation there.
Oh, and a nice job from Exotic as well. Just winning the race, but they do keep catching Spacestation kind of low on boost. It's not the easiest thing to play defense for them. Team BDS definitely doing a great job making sure to control the boost. You know, there's only about 900 of it, and 600 of it is all on the sides.
Making you go far away from the net to get there. LJ defending Drawley. Sees Exotic right there. Behind him, Hoxer goes up for a bump. And that little tip up made it so that Monkey Moon didn't have to play the ball. Could focus on dodging that bump. Hoxer downfield now. Chicago, the boost will take it straight up into the air in the corner. Pinch pass attempt. Exotic got a piece of it.
And right now, Spacestation, you just need somebody to buy a little time. Right now, they're kind of getting forced into dumping the ball away. Yeah, they might squeak the ball through that first line of defense, but it's very difficult for them to hold possession. LJ, I think, been about the only one throughout this whole series to take a 50 and maybe have a chance at keeping possession.
Exotic with possession, being contested, does demo Chicago though. Making Chicago spawn all the way back. Chicago on the respawn, taps it down to Hoxer. Hoxer with the mid boost, 50 from Drawley. Monkey Moon going for a pinch on the wall and pinches it nicely around Chicago. That relieves a lot of pressure from Team BDS and now puts them on the attack.
Poor pickup from LJ on the side, but none of BDS actually ready to go on the attack just yet. Monkey Moon getting the ball stripped from him. Chicago just trying to take a good 50 and has a little help come through on the back line as well, but look at how far Spacestation has to come up the pitch just to try and hold it. There's one demo. Hoxer gets turned to smoke as well. And LJ the only one with an opportunity here to be an outlet, as Chicago just getting squeezed by two members of BDS, and BDS says, look, we've got a lot more time than we think. Let's try and use it.
Exotic finding Drawley on the outlet, but Hoxer will shut down that play. LJ low boost on the wall with a 50. Defensively, BDS passing their way out. Now Drawley with the mid boost, sees Monkey Moon in the middle, but Chicago not giving any time or space. Monkey Moon up early. The pop. Can't get a 50. LJ off the ceiling. Flip reset pass over to Chicago, who hits it to this high corner. Hoxer. Did he grab that mid boost?
Yeah. Used a lot of it just to get back in the play, though.
Oh, hold up. LJ. Oh my goodness, LJ denied.
Chicago with a bold choice here. It might pay off. Cut right back into the play, and Space Station Gaming pressing hard here, want to get the job done in regulation.
Hoxer will boom it downfield, try to make things awkward for Drawley, but Drawley receives the ball well. Shot on net. That one caused a panic on the back line. Last second opportunity here for Space Station. LJ high off the ceiling. Drawley trying to get this out. He's going to run out of boost, get some help, pinches it with a teammate in Chicago. Doesn't want to play with fire, and will happily go to game 3 overtime.
Need Hoxer to start taking some better 50s. He's not playing poorly, but he's definitely not in the right spot.
Kickoff strap. Look at how closely Chicago's following. Look at this. Yes, Chicago doesn't go
days.
for the ball. He lets Hoxer. Unbelievable. This game was purely kickoff strats.
A lot more to unpack here, and finally you're starting to see North America go, okay, they're definitely onto something. There's some serious conversion rate possibilities here, and at the right time, if you dial it up.
And you know, that was just beautifully done.
Perfect.
That is the first time I've seen that kickoff executed so perfectly. I am stunned. That was gorgeous from Space Station Gaming. They stole that game thanks to kickoff strats.
Nothing wrong with digging into the bag of tricks. Gets them an advantage throughout the series, and now you can really apply the pressure here in game 4. I love the aggressive approach here at the start. Really make them think, hang on, we about to get steamrolled.
You wonder how that type of loss will play on the Team BDS mentality.
Oh, yeah. Now's the time I want to get the ball to LJ. I don't care what it is. I want my playmaker to have the ball as much as possible right now.
Give him the old LJ swirly, but Monkey Moon helps stabilize Team BDS. Exotic and Drawley both upfield. That was an unfortunate hit off the ceiling from Hoxer.
He was close. He was really trying to keep that one under wraps. He knew he had to buy a lot of time. They had all 3 members of BDS coming down that sidewall and just got a bit too much of it. Hoxer take 2, flip reset, actually slips by, but gives up possession. And like I was saying at the end of game 3, I want to see Hoxer improve the 50 game. He's not been playing poorly, but he does need to get a handle on the challenges and really make sure that he's directionalizing them and getting them to his team and not just through the guy.
It was that Hoxer touch off the ceiling that led to the first goal for Team BDS. Space Station now playing from behind. Team BDS, though, behind in this best of 7. Looking to equalize on the series with a game win here. Hoxer, flip reset, shut down by Drawley. Exotic, boom downfield, beautifully received by LJ, who goes for an air dribble 50. Off to the side, Hoxer couldn't keep the ball close, but rebound is out to Chicago.
Nice. Chicago really doing a great job. I mean, again, he's not getting the ball to his team either, but his 50s are definitely buying consistently more amounts of time.
Chicago looking for Hoxer. Hoxer couldn't grab the corner boost, does this time around. And we'll get a hand up. And LJ with that boost. Drawley doesn't have enough boost to get there. Looks like LJ powered through. LJ!
Oh!
With an essence of squishy on this goal.
Beauty of a job. Like you said, Drawley can't win the race, and look at the pressure on the net. Hoxer says, get out of the way. I'm going to make sure LJ has only got to beat one guy, and boy, does he.
Oh, you know, that looked like the reverse flipping of the squishy shot. Believe that it was in DC.
Not easy. Not easy to do.
Oh, that was a beautiful goal from LJ. That's exactly what you said you wanted to see, Chiefs. Get the ball to LJ. LJ didn't disappoint.
Gotta let your playmakers play, as now he's looking for Hoxer, and he will, oh, sorry, Chicago, I misread a name tag, but it will be 2-1 Space Station.
Wow, this game turned around so quickly. It actually bounced off. That is so unfortunate. LJ didn't have any boost. The ball bounced off Drawley and right back into LJ.
You put your playmakers in good spots, good things happen. You're never lucky. You make your own luck.
That's true. And they made some there. LJ staying on the ball, and he's been doing that a lot, not flipping into the 50s, right to the wave dash afterwards.
Mass moves mass. You get that ball right behind the center of the car, you really don't have to flip a whole lot, actually.
And you just want your wheels on the ground as much as possible most of the time so that you can react. And that little touch, is it enough to prevent the goal? It is. Now on the counterattack, LJ, air dribble 50, rebound out to the middle. Monkey Moon pops it up nicely for Drawley. What can Drawley do? Off the ceiling, well defended by Hoxer.
He's really trying to squeeze that one straight down off the crossbar. Difficult to execute, but pretty much the only thing BDS has had throughout all of Game 4. Yeah, they've got one on the board, but apart from that, they've definitely been kept at bay, at least at the midfield line, and not had too many chances at extended stays over on this Space Station half here on Utopia.
Space Station seemingly have new life after that last game. They got beat down Game 2, the response game from Team BDS. But those kickoff strats leading them to victory, and then this LJ ceiling shot. That was one for the highlight reel. And then shortly after that, allowing Space Station to get the go-ahead goal. Final minute to play. Team BDS, what do they have in the tank?
A lot to play for here for Space Station. 45 seconds and one goal lead feels good, but you know it's not. Can score at any time. BDS about to throw caution to the winds, and Drawley will go through everybody.
You have Exotic, who's threatening Hoxer, making it awkward, and Drawley just stays behind the ball. Looks like Hoxer and Chicago actually collided. Wonderfully done by Drawley to recognize the situation. He knew all I have to do is park the bus behind this ball. I'll force it in. Didn't even come to that.
Nice pass across the middle, denied. 30 seconds. Space Station Gaming, now you can't get rattled. Somebody else other than LJ now has to make a play as Hoxer opens up a big door. Not quite enough just yet in Chicago. I think that's a wise move. Regroup. Don't force it.
They've gotten a lot of space to work with here. LJ looking for bumps, didn't land any. Early flip reset. Chicago going for the corner. Pinch, back out to the middle. Monkey Moon there first. Hold on.
Yeah. Gen.G kickoff strat here. Oh.
We'll see if they bring anything this time. Looks like a standard kickoff. Space Station, they won the last overtime. Drawley, he's open. Now Exotic going for a backward pass. Monkey Moon dives in. 2v1, but Drawley shut that down quickly.
And here's why it's a team game. You know, Drawley's had a great game. LJ's had a great game. Now you need somebody else on the team to step up unless LJ gets one last look at it. Great block on the line. Hoxer trying to keep possession. Nice double tap. At least forces BDS into a slow transition. LJ trying to squeeze it through. Chicago tries to force it. Hoxer's got to cover a lot of ground. He's not going to make it.
Oh, Hoxer panicking, recognizing I've got to get back after Chicago lost that 50 so hard. And it's a shot right down the Space Station team. This is a big test. A big, big test.
You've seen it. How good is the Space Station team right now? Considering how everything's played out, Chicago's played decently. He had a good start, but right now he's tailing off.
Gonna be a goal. Oh, wait, no!
Oh. Just kidding. It's just gonna pinch around. But right now, you're just waiting to see what else Space Station has in the tank. They know they've got a playmaker in LJ. Great. Now somebody else has to make something happen. You can't put all the responsibility on one guy.
Hoxer. Now LJ. It's a pinch all the way back. Chicago hitting it to space and grabbing the middle boost. Chicago can't get the double. LJ will steal the corner. Hoxer up and around. Monkey Moon booming it downfield. Chicago's in reverse.
Ooh.
Yeah, that's always spooky.
Ooh.
That's fine, LJ.
See,
Right,
but why is LJ having to bail them out? You can't be having to do that.
Team BDS, they equalize after that overtime winner. Hoxer gives up the ball to Drawley. Drawley bump, stays in the play, goes for the dunk, rebound to Exotic, and that is a goal. Team BDS's pressure, too much to handle, specifically from Drawley.
What a recovery. You get smacked off a challenge, you say, yeah, I'm not done. Up to the ceiling, make the next 50, and Exotic, picture perfect placement. You knew it wasn't a free one. You had to put it on the correct part of the net, drilled it.
Like you said, that recovery. Landing with all four wheels on any surface you can lets you get back in the play. Drawley landing on the ceiling, not missing a beat. Getting back down there and forcing that rebound for Exotic. LJ will stay on it. Drawley cuts in underneath that bump attempt.
There we go.
Hoxer tries to keep it close. Good 50 up off the ceiling. Chicago to the backboard. Hoxer jumps instead of LJ. LJ maybe had a better line on that.
Hoxer, I think, definitely had to take it. They did have a BDS guy coming right over the top of him, so it was definitely a race, but playable with the demo. Space Station, don't give up. Rally right back.
Hoxer lobs it in. There's one demo. There's two demos. Last one alive's Drawley, and he's behind the play. Easy goal for Space Station. And that is a smart demo. Double demo, really. Two different players playing a part. But Chicago is one of those players that's so frustrating to play against due to how good he is on landing demos.
Does have a lot of experience. Hoxer trying to make his mark here, but just needs to find that proper first touch. Give himself the best chance. You saw what happened on the last one. He won 150 on Drawley. LJ just missed a cheeky redirect.
LJ trying to get underneath that. Chicago across to LJ, who gets a 50. LJ will hit it off the sidewall. Chicago demoed. LJ still buying time. There's a demo on the back wall from Hoxer. Drawley, a pop-up. Chicago gets bumped by Exotic. LJ, well, this is a rebound out into the middle. Panic for Team BDS.
All right, you got to hit him here, Space Station. You got to push somebody out of the way. We don't have to rotate deep out right now. We want to keep the pressure on, squeeze them right now.
LJ didn't place that perhaps as well as he could. Shot saved, but Space Station still on the attack. Monkey Moon denied by Hoxer. More demos coming out. Chicago landing those bumps and demos from behind.
Keep that pressure up. Otherwise, you're going to let BDS out of the cage. And nice job from Monkey Moon. Beautiful stutter step with 0. Just trying to keep things close.
Oh, got to jump.
Breaks him out. Hoxer will make a stop. And BDS start to say, okay, we're out of the cage. We've at least neutralized.
LJ looking for Hoxer. We've seen a couple times now where Space Station lobs the ball up to somebody in front of net to see if they can get a piece of it. Hasn't worked out yet.
Well, careful, yeah. LJ knew. He's like, hang on, that one's a little too far away to keep the press going. And BDS finally cements themselves as playing the game at the middle of the pitch now.
Another demo from behind. Chicago will stay on the ball. Light hit down into the middle. It's a race. LJ all alone. Gets the flip reset first. 50 by Chicago. Hoxer beat to the ball. Speedy from Drawley. And that's just going to go in. Exotic making the most of that win from Drawley. Drawley's so fast to the ball.
Now it's a mental game for Space Station. It looks like a bad mistake. You know, Hoxer's got 100 boost. It looks like he's in position. And to see him not even be close to that 50 is a big hit. Now you got to rally. You got 51 seconds. The important thing is to not rush. You get so many possessions with 50 seconds. Do not force it. Take your best chance. You only need one.
And that was such a clean hit as well from Exotic. He knew the net was open, but the ball flying down on you like that, it's really tough, especially when you're not jumping. to place that so perfectly.
Ball indicator is your friend. Just take your best look.
Yeah, sometimes you turn ball cam off, just play on the circle. That shot.
Oh, that's a beauty from Exotic.
It's denied though. Double tap ball from Monkey Moon, but it wasn't on target per se. A little too far down. Needed more pressure and power. Now, final 10. Kick up off the wall. Time running out for Space Station Gaming. And that will do it. Team BDS.
To work for their meal. I will say, they are outplaying Space Station by sheer force of will at the moment.
Oh, and Exotic does win that ball down into the Space Station half. Team BDS on match points. Could knock Space Station out and crush their key. Exotic. The hit there. Now LJ. Down to the corner. Exotic. Good pinch over. You can see how fast BDS is playing.
I like that. That's a great move. I think if I'm BDS here, I want to play this game as quick as possible. Oh, and then you throw the changeup at him. You're going to get him wasting all the boost. I want BDS to hit the gas pedal as hard as they can, and Monkey Moon will drive one into the top of the net.
We saw Monkey Moon have a similar setup last game. He hit it too straight down into the ground. This time, it was perfect. That might have even been good to force OT. I don't even know if that ball touched the ground. Fantastic double tap for Monkey Moon.
And the idea, if you're BDS, slam the gas pedal, smack it back and forth. I want to make it as hard as possible for Space Station to bring the ball down. I don't want them to have as much control. I want them to be having to make saves on strong shots and have to panic a little bit.
Hoxer. Just trying to be upfield. You can see Hoxer driving all around, not even finding small pads for most of that time. Drawley, flick up. LJ catches. Monkey Moon jumps early, gets a piece of it. Now Chicago loses possession. But it's given right back. LJ reads that pop nicely, but gets demoed out of the air.
Threaten the net. If you're a Team BDS, you have nothing to lose. You've already earned the lead. Space Station must concede that space. They do not want to have to play down more than one goal. And an early hole dug is a massive advantage that BDS trying to capitalize on hard. As it's not even going to be the best shot, but what other choice do they have but punt it out and hope it's in? LJ, can you reach it? Yes, he can. What a way to fight back.
You see the defender streaking back. Not only is it a difficult read to make, but low boost. Exotic had one small pad he picked up on the way, and that is not going to be enough to defend the backboard. Space Station tied things up.
What a job from LJ. You never knew if it was going to quite have the pace to get the job done, but you catch him with a low boost. It's a difficult play to make. They can't make it, plus a demo.
Ooh, 2 demos. Chicago trying to finish the play, but Team BDS respawning in time.
Space Station Gaming, way to work out of a jam early. Half the game to go. Battling back out of the mental potential rut they could have been in, and now Hoxer starting to slow it down with space, at least working through one.
LJ trying to get back to that 50. You can see Exotic, low boost. Everybody on Team BDS trying to find that 100. Monkey Moon finally does. And puts it to use. Lob pass up to Drawley. Drawley back to Monkey Moon. Hit down to the corner. Hoxer picking up his own corner. Has LJ in support, but Exotic read that pass attempt.
Knew exactly where it was headed. They know LJ's the hot hand as Drawley denied, and Hoxer, that's so much of the net to cover, couldn't decide which side to go, and again, Exotic with the placement.
Yeah, and this one, to me, is Drawley getting up in the mix, making things happen, breaking down the defense, creating these opportunities for his teammates. Drawley so reliable. Now Team BDS have their lead back. Exotic. Try to get back down for a 50. Chicago, bit of a panic hit there. Chicago, though, finds LJ and catches Team BDS out.
Oh, man. You know, I'm glad Chicago's finding these passes across the pitch on his own half. If he starts doing that on the offensive third, maybe these goals will start to feel a little more consistently coming. But, hey, you'll take them where you get them. That's twice now. BDS have been late getting back.
False sense of security from Team BDS, thinking they've got time to go and get that corner boost. Don't need to rotate close to the ball. And LJ, he bit him for it. Ball back to Chicago. Takes it airborne. Goes into a 50. Exotic. Lovely catch. 50 from him. Down to Monkey Moon. Goes to the backboard. Chicago bumped off the ball. Drawley there. And Drawley scores.
That's a brutal hammer blow. Hoxer again can't win the 50. Doesn't even get a hand on it. That's what makes it doubly worse. Chicago trying his best to get back. LJ was 0 and never had a shot.
Exotic had landed with low boost upfield and immediately landed that crazy bump on Chicago.
Just brutal.
Team BDS doing everything required. And we approach this final minute with a 1-goal Team BDS lead.
Minute to play, only down 1. Not in a bad spot, but Spacestation Gaming certainly not having the same offensive bite that they did in game 5 or 4. Just trying to find a way to consistently get over to the orange side of the field right now. And the only ones who've been able to consistently bring the ball down under their control have been BDS.
Drawley in those races to the ball has come out on top pretty much every single time. Fantastic series from Drawley, fighting in the trenches. Final 30 seconds left. There's a big demo. LJ, it looks like he might have just gotten the boost, but it doesn't matter. Demoed off the field. Chicago lets that ball bounce up. Drawley over 1, goes for a 50, couldn't get a piece of it. Hoxer doesn't have much boost to do anything. Has to go for that low pass. It's pinched and blocked. It's gonna be an open net for Monkey Moon, who secures the series, inks the paper. This one is done and dusted in favor of Team BDS.
BDS win a battle here in 6. It looked more comfortable than perhaps it felt at times, but ultimately, across the board, the more consistent team. And that is what it's all about in single elimination. No one cares how high your ceiling goes. It's nice if you're on, but it's all about where's the floor. And BDS have a pretty high one.